So we're at Hopewell Rocks Provincial Park.
Yep, here in New Brunswick. If you've seen any videos on New Brunswick, you will see the Hopewell Rocks.
They are like iconic, so they're always going to be in the videos.
Yep, we're at the Bay of Fundy, and the amazing thing about the Bay of Fundy, it is the world's largest drop or change in the height and low between high tide and low tide. It's over 40 feet, usually about 42 feet each time the tide changes, and that's amazing. So that's over 4 stories, and you'll get to see these rocks that are out in the middle of the bay that are over 4 stories high. And so we're hoping to walk out to those, check them out, and show you. And I hope to come back and show you what the high tide looks like also.
Yeah, we're definitely going to come back and show you what the high tide is. Here's something in case you don't know it. There is a charge to get to the rocks to see them. Danny will put this up here. We're going to be paying $18 a piece today. Canadian money. And also, you want to be sure you check the high and low tide before you come out here, because if you don't, you'll miss the peaks and the lows, which is what you really want to get.
Yep, you don't want to try to walk out during high tide.
No, that won't work very well.
So the high tide today is at 12:05, I believe, 12:04, and
that's the low tide.
I mean,
today.
the low tide's at 12:04.
So our plan is to watch the low tide right now, and then we're going to come back later today. There's a little town close to here. We're going to go have lunch and do a little bit of exploring, and then we'll come back when it's low tide and high tide and see that. It's very confusing in case you haven't figured that out.
Yep, low tide, then high tide.
Let's go pay our money.
This is a good day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin.
So here's a tip for you. When you come to this park, be sure you get here about an hour before the high or low tide that you're coming to see. You have to park, you have to get tickets, and then it's about a half-mile walk down to where you're going. And if you get here last minute, you're gonna miss it.
Also the handicap.
Oh, there is a, thank you Medina, 1 million mile road trip here.
Handicap shuttle that takes you for free to the bottom and back.
If you're not handicapped, it's $2.
If you're not handicapped, it's $2.
You can still ride it. You just have to pay if you're not handicapped.
$2 each way.
Yes.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has so clear a light as any to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a wreck.
I want you to imagine that where I'm standing right now, in just a few hours, will be 40 feet covered in water. It's amazing how deep this Fundy Bay gets and how shallow it gets in such a short time.
Tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give today.
So here's another tip for you when you come to Hopewell Rocks. Be sure you wear shoes that you can rinse off when you get to the top of the rocks. There's very, very slim chance that you won't be muddy. I wore my rain boots. Danny wore his hiking shoes. So right here, we're walking on the floor of the bay. And if you look over that way, you can see the water line, how far it comes up when it's actually up in here. It's a really cool place.
It's about 12:05, so this is ultimate low tide. This is as low as you're going to see it at the Bay of Fundy, and you get to see all the flower pots. From wherever you look, you see different areas that are normally underwater, with the holes that have been washed away. The rocks have been washed away, creating these holes that you can walk through. Pretty cool area, pretty unique.
Today, well, something's gotta give today. It's a good day today, and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give today. It's a good day today. It's a good day today. It's a good day to live.
So I will say the Bay of Fundy is very muddy. It is the muddiest water I believe I've ever seen, and I'm from Tennessee.
So if you look, we were walking right through that tunnel right there just a few hours ago. It's about 4 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, it's about 4:20, so we left about an hour and a half ago, and this is how much water is coming in since then.
Be sure you stay all the way to the end of this video. Danny has an awesome time lapse of the Hopewell Rocks with the tide going out and coming in. It's something you're not going to want to miss. But before we show you that, we want to take you to a place called Magnetic Hill. It was it was minutes from our campsite that we were at, and so it was just one of those little touristy type places, and we didn't want to miss it, and we want you to see it so that if you're ever in the area, you'll be able to go enjoy it too. Magnetic Hill is a place where you go into the park and there's a hill you drive down. You get to the bottom of it, put your car in neutral, and like a magnet, your car is drawn back up the hill. Ask how it happens, I'm not for sure, but it was a fun experience and just one of those quirky little things we chose to do. So enjoy the video.
Let me see you put it in neutral.
Are you in neutral?
Okay. Neutral. I put it in neutral and I'm going up the hill. Okay, you stop here, you put it in neutral.
All right, guys, in New Brunswick near Moncton, there's a place called Magnetic Hill. I'm going to show you. You'll see the cars in park, and then I'm going to put it in neutral, and then we're going to go up the hill. We are actually waiting for some people to go up the hill, but I will show you again that it's in neutral as soon as they go up. I've got it on neutral down here.
These people are wondering what you're doing.
I'm waiting till they go. Should I go?
Yeah.
It's in neutral. We're up to 5 kilometers, 7, 12, 16, 17. Lynn and Tommy are waiting for us up there filming.
They said that to get to 20
20.
kilometers, you're going to go faster than that, aren't you?
21. See if it starts slowing down. It looks like
No. Yep.
just 20, so down a little bit. 18.
She's not filming.
Dead battery on this one.
Oh, God.
Until next time, God bless and many safe travels.
And go RV, America.